My name's Tara, and I've been taking Simple Smart Science's MindBoost Day and MindBoost Night for a little over a year now, and I can't say enough about the products. They have literally changed my life. The MindBoost Day is what I started with, and I noticed right away that there were positive changes. To be truthful, it took 3 months or 3 bottles for me to really get to that point. Because I started noticing earlier, but I wouldn't give it credit. And I don't think I really knew at the time. I didn't take a test beforehand to kind of assess where I was so that I could kind of gauge the improvement. I also just knew what was wrong in a very vague sense. I had recently, or I guess a couple of years before, had a stroke. And I also had a lot of chronic autoimmune issues that would cause brain fog and just general issues cognitively. I had a hard time focusing, especially to read. I would have words that I kind of had on the tip of my tongue, but I just could not think of them, especially when I needed to. I always felt like I was a little slow. People would talk to me and it just always kind of felt a little over my head, which is not usual for me. You know, I used to really be very academic, very analytical, read a lot of books, and so it was very frustrating for me. And actually, I lost touch with a lot of friends because conversations were just so hard. It's difficult when your conversations go something along the lines of, you know that guy that's on that show, he does that thing, oh you know who I'm talking about, right? Well, it gets frustrating on both ends of the conversation, and eventually you just kind of don't enjoy hanging out with friends as much anymore. So being on MindBoost now for over a year, you know, it gets better and better over time, and I've totally gotten my confidence back. I'm enjoying conversations with friends. I no longer have those words on the tip of my tongue. They come right out, and I feel really sharp and quick. Reading is a pleasure. I can focus. I can really gather what everything is being said and come up with the idea rather than having to read it over and over again. And perhaps the best thing that my family really loves is the fact that when I walk into a room now, I remember what I went in there for. Before, I could walk into a room, forget, go out, figure out what it was I went in there for, and forget again by the time I went into the room. It was really, really bad, and of course I got teased for it. So these days, none of those things happen, and I feel really confident and just part of the conversation now, just like I'm really witty, and if I do say so myself. So I really appreciate that.